They break it out into chapters
Yes.
automatically.
Oh, I didn't know they did it automatically.
And auto-generated.
It's pretty remarkable. You know, the podcast I listen to, yeah, I mean, they notate by the minute, what the segments are, in case you want to skip around. I had no idea that they did that automatically, but it makes sense.
It's pretty crazy. What's happening?
AI?
AI. It's catch-all. AI.
No, what AI?
I have a startup company. It's in AI. Here's $1 billion. You get $1 billion. You get $1 billion.
Silly.
Yeah. No, the
Okay.
Go.
Take this off. Hot. They get hotter.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time.
This is your intro.
Monday, September 22nd.
We'll have an intro.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a quick 1-2 from you guys?
Testing 1, 2. Mic check.
All right.
Testing 1, 2. Good.
Good check.
Cool.
All right. Hot mic. Let's go.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I feel like we should do some sort of, how radio personalities get these big voices and hello and welcome to we don't have a title for this podcast yet show.
Still grabbing at straws. Are we grabbing at straws?
Episode 10 will have a title.
No, we need to do it sooner.
It's going to be B&H Untitled for the rest of our existence.
Well, we have to upload to YouTube, so we needed a title desperately.
Okay.
We've stopped thinking about it for 3 weeks. We have to start thinking about it again.
Our intro is basically, what did we see on Canal Street on our walk here?
People of Canal Street.
Maybe that should be the title.
Yes, People of Canal Street. So we have a standardized flight path of how to get here, right? We have to.
No, we don't.
Okay, we don't, but we make a right on Canal Street and Hudson. And then slowly but surely, as you get farther east, walking from Hudson East to WTF Studios, our beloved home, it gets more and more insane. 6th Avenue is when it really, really kicks off. And then Green. And now you're in
I thought it was pretty
Louis Vuittonville. And no, it was unimpressive. I thought we saw a werewolf last week.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I don't know.
A different species of human
being. The
being.
weather's turning a bit.
Yeah.
Feels good outside though. It's on the verge of hoodie season.
I'll give you
it is at night.
I'll give you my top billing of lookout people, people that stood out in the crowd. There are people that dress I'm sure the clothes cost a lot of money and it's real well curated, but they look like they belong in the Matrix and not like the Matrix part of the Matrix, as in they've escaped from the Matrix and they live in the home cave, which I believe is Zion. I was just tracking called Zion. I was just going back in memory. Real black. It's not even goth, black clothing. It's not even goth. It's they look like Neo and Trinity.
I feel
in the
that's
Matrix.
been the
for a long
style
time.
in New York.
I know.
Right?
It's never not. It's never
artsy people.
Yes, it's never not been jarring to me. Especially, I didn't get a good look, but if they've got metal spikes on them and crazy makeup and shades, I know it's an underwhelming People of Canal. Next week we'll do better, but we're keeping our eye out for top dogs out there. So anyway. Yeah, didn't see anyone too out of the norm. Just run-of-the-mill New York City people, which is to say all walks of life.
Yeah, maybe we can give an update on what we did this week. Some New York things occurred.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this last podcast, but I went to a New York Liberty game for the first time since the first New York Liberty season.
Rebecca Lobo.
What year was that? I don't know. I should have looked it up. But I was in high school and I played varsity.
Let's say 98 or 99.
I played varsity basketball from basically just because I'm tall.
Were you the Rebecca Lobo of the Stuyvesant basketball team?
I'm not very good at basketball. Yeah. I mean, I love the sport and I'm tall. So sure.
Right.
But anyway, I had a really creepy coach and he took all of us to a Liberty game. They were playing at MSG. They originally played at MSG.
For a long time.
Yeah, we randomly went there, I guess the first season.
Yep.
And that's the last time I've been to a Liberty game. But I went last Wednesday. They
Playoff
now
game.
play at Barclays.
Mhm.
I know we talked a lot of shit about stadiums on one of these episodes.
I was trying to tell you.
And I gotta say that Barclays.
There's Charles Barkley and there's Barclays, like the bank in England.
Barclays is very easy to get to and very seamless. Like the train is right at the front door of the arena.
Yes.
So I took the train there and back, very seamless travel experience. So.
And it wasn't getting off at Penn Station to go to MSG.
No, you didn't even have to
fighting for your life.
You really don't even have to like walk. You're basically like there.
You just hit Atlantic. Get off. Take the steps up. You're there.
Yeah. So that was a point scored.
Yep.
The food always has been better.
Always.
Than any other local arena.
Yes.
I had some I meant to look this up so I could plug them, but I'll get back. I'll get back to the podcast next week.
We'll table that
because they have a rotating selection of local Brooklyn food vendors there in one part, and they have a different cuisine, I think, rotating every few weeks. And they were doing West Indian cuisine, and I had some awesome chickpea pita and a veggie patty, I guess, akin to a beef patty. I don't know. I haven't eaten any meat in over 30 years, but was happy to have some awesome veggie West Indian food options.
Yep.
The Liberty colors are sick.
Yep.
Women's basketball is good. I mean, it's a lot different than the NBA. I watch a hell of a lot more NBA. I haven't watched a WNBA game, if I'm being honest, probably since the last time I was at one, which was however many years ago.
25 plus years ago.
Yeah, it was cool. Spike Lee was there. He's down.
Yeah.
Some other celebrities. Everything there is branded too. From a business standpoint, it's crazy. Every second of the game and the arena. I've noticed it more so than any other local venue I've been to.
Yankees are pretty shameless. Sorry, I had to take a dig. There's nothing you can't do in Yankees.
Also, Olipop is the official soda of the New York Liberty, which is, I knew, but I forgot. But I'm also kudos.
So what about the local brand?
Well, I know that what about the local band? We don't have Olipop money, but
Pepsi does. PepsiCo does.
I know, but because Pepsi is their soda, without getting too much into the soda game, usually there's exclusivity contracts with Coke and Pepsi in various arenas. So good on you, Olipop, for getting in front of Pepsi, because all the other soda that's sold there is, or at least what I observed, was Pepsi products.
Yeah. Game wasn't good.
No, they were off.
They've been eliminated.
Someone was hurt. Yeah, someone was hurt. Again, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about the WNBA. I enjoyed the experience of being there. I'll probably watch more games next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was cool.
That's
recommend going.
Yep.
It was not crowded. I talked last episode about how I hate the discomfort of getting to and from big venues these days as an old person, and everything was seamless and good food, good drinks, very chill atmosphere, a lot of fun. So
Barclays, point
for the Liberty, point for Barclays.
Yes.
And I didn't go up to the top because
you didn't know. The top is
it's horrifying. It's the worst.
Very thin air. If you fall, I don't know. I've mentioned this before. Yes. You would have, I mean, the rapper Mace, famous for Harlem World and a bad boy artist. And
I had a Harlem World poster on my bedroom
wall. Found God.
I know every song. I know every word to every Harlem World.
Listen to Harlem World, kids, if you're listening. If we haven't if we haven't alienated and isolated you, Gen Z, listen to Harlem World.
Do yourself a favor.
Listen to Harlem World.
It's a Mace. I had hit
Harlem World specifically. He falls off a cliff pretty quickly.
I need to tell everyone. Well, certain people who listen to this already know, but I had the cover poster on my bedroom wall for many years, probably 10 years.
Including overlapping with me, I think.
Huge crush on Mace.
Yes.
Know every word to every song on that album.
So Mace is a guest host, or not a guest, excuse me, he's a co-host with the fellow Harlem rapper, Cameron Giles, also known as Cameron, another New York legend. And in a bit that we will put in Bridget's story, whatever, Instagram speak, Mace goes in on Barclays being basically the wire, like open air drug market. I'm like, you know, your experience at Barclays, which I'm sure was family friendly,
It was family.
the rainbow, everyone's having a blast, is probably very different from Mace's experience at Barclays at, you know,
funny bit
has about people selling K2 in the bathroom and rolling dice backstage. Him and Cameron, obviously,
I mean,
geniuses.
the last concert I was to at Barclays.
We saw Jay-Z there, right? We did.
Yes.
We saw him at we saw him somewhere. MSG or Barclays.
No, we saw him at MSG.
We saw him at MSG. We did.
The last concert we went to there was
Bad Boy?
The Bad Boy reunion.
Sat in separate seats. I sat with my goon friends. Yo, I was
so disappointed.
where was the Biggie hologram? It was right after the Coachella Tupac hologram, where people like had a religious experience watching that on YouTube, pretty much myself included. I was like, this hologram's insane. Like, what technology? This is, I think, over 10 years, close to 10 years ago. And then everyone was like, Puffy. This is before Puffy really got into the weeds. Puffy, you're bringing back Bad Boy artists, 112.
It was not called Puffy at that time.
It might have been Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Puffy Combs, one of his many aliases. Bad Boy Records, get everyone back. You need the Locks, you need Lil' Kim, you need 112, you need Mace. I think Black Rob might have been still been alive. Do it all, but we need the Biggie hologram. It's there for the taking. Everyone was waiting for it. Concert was pretty mid, and there was no Biggie hologram. A lot of 112. I mean, I'm not an R&B guy, but
yeah, 112 was the best part of that concert.
Come on.
By far.
112
and Lil' Kim was good. She had a 5-minute hurrah.
Yeah, but come on.
No one else. I don't even think anyone else rapped. They just kind of like danced around.
I don't even remember the Locks being there. I think I would have been more hyped, and this would be more imprinted in my brain.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember that either.
But back to Barclays. Better venue than you gave it credit for.
But maybe they were selling K2 in the bathroom.
I do. No, it's like pre-K2. I think K2.
I don't even know what K2 is.
No, like, and this is pre-weed being legal here too. Not that was stopping anyone from smoking weed all over the place. Yeah. I just wonder if, like, you know, Mace claims that K2 is being sold and dice are being played. Yeah. All right. Point Barclays.
Mace was not at that concert. At least he was not performing.
No, he was still like in the wilderness.
I was in his like going.
I feel like
quiet phase.
G Unit 50 brought him back for a couple tracks, and everyone's like, Mace. Damn, Mace, come back. We've been pining.
Back.
Welcome back. Exactly.
Welcome.
And
I'm so tired.
I know. Yes. And then, you know, 50 teased Mace. He also teased Mobb Deep a little bit. And then Mace went back, and then Cam and Mace had all this beef. I couldn't even tell you what it was about, but who knows? It's some Harlem shit that I don't know about.
Now they love each other.
Of course they do. Because it's like a Shakespearean story. Like the brothers, the prodigal sons of Harlem, and Big L, of course, as well, and some other rappers had to come home and reunite and be the funniest guys on
Is What It Is Talk.
Is What It Is Talk. And their freestyles are
They're not really freestyles, though. I mean,
that's what we call like a non-album track.
Flow is
I know.
maybe #1 for me.
I know.
I mean,
dude,
aside from Biggie, but like
Cam's so one of one. Like, as much as I love these other guys.
But those are not freestyles. If you go back to like those old tapes, you know, from when he was actually freestyling in the 90s.
106 in Park, Gen Z, watch 106 in Park freestyles. Another hot tip for you. Watch Diplomats 106 in Park as like Joel Santana and Cam and Jim Jones are so high with this guy Big Tig or Tigger, and they're counting money in insane Michelin Ness gear that is size quadruple XL at least, and that's real freestyles. But now, no, it's all written, but it's still fucking incredible.
It's still fire.
Of course it is.
Still fire.
Cam is one of one. All these, love Jadakiss, love Fabulous, love a lot of these other New York rappers. Lloyd Banks, they're great.
Now I just want to talk about all the concerts we've been to.
I know.
Like Versus.
Yes, we went to Versus at MSG at the theater, whatever it is now. It's like Spotify Theater. At the time, it was the blah, blah, blah theater.
Cam looked amazing, but Jada.
So we went to Dipset, Locks. Dipset versus Locks. This is also as like COVID's still happening. Like, I think we had to fucking show our vaccination cards, get like Your sister had to get
weren't
COVID.
wearing masks.
We weren't.
No,
No.
That was the Knicks game weird thing.
Yes, no. But it was still weird, and you still had to show vaccination cards. But with Versus, this was the thing during COVID. Rappers, kind of the same ilk, would battle each other. So I remember Nelly and Ludacris went at it, but that was all online or whatever. It was like streamed. Dipset. So basically, Cameron, Jim Jones, Jewels versus The Lox, Jadakiss, Styles P, Chic Luch. My friends and I are pretty evenly divided between liking The Lox better and liking Dipset better. You like Dipset more than I do. I'm a Lox fan. I love Dipset. Dipset's A- to my Lox is A. But Jadakiss is the best rapper on the field. I mean,
That night for sure.
that night, Dipset came to lip sync, and Jadakiss was like, put the ball in my hands like fucking Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna cook you guys. Dipset like stopped rapping after an hour. Stopped lip syncing after an hour.
Fun night.
Jadakiss, yeah, it was great. Also, Cam, I would love to meet you, so let me not go any further. But Jadakiss had his way. I'd really love to meet you. I would stand and I would pretend this never happened. But Jadakiss really had his night that night. It was one of the last, I think, not last.
I mean, Cam, you looked good though, man.
Of course you did. And Cam's the man. And also,
I don't know.
what is Cam having his second life as being the funniest, most unique person on planet Earth?
He's very good at marketing.
Tremendous. His Instagram
He's
his
very
Instagram,
talented.
Mr. Cameron is a must follow on Instagram. Do it. Don't pull it up in front of your mom.
He's reposted some things I posted, and I
Yes.
get excited.
Whoa, because when he dropped the Dipset times Nick's line at Mitchell and Ness, I sent a production assistant with like $700 in petty cash. That was the company's petty cash. We had to pay it back, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, you need to buy like tons of hoodies. And like he went. I feel like gearheads were there. I mean, he didn't have to like fight anyone, but like gearheads were there. I think I got a size too big because mediums are out.
I have it in my drawer.
Yes.
Sure.
I'll rock it. I'll rock it to Nick's game.
Okay, one more concert story, and then I'm
Go ahead.
coming back to our week.
Yeah.
Week.
Yeah, please.
The other
Sorry,
ridiculous
sorry.
concert story that stands out in my mind was Jay-Z and Eminem at Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium.
Oh my God.
Drake
okay.
opened for them. Crazy. Drake opened for like hear that sentence. Drake opened for them that night.
So we got fake tickets. We didn't know they were fake, obviously.
We got fake tickets.
But we weren't the only ones who got fake tickets.
Yes.
There was like, it was a
We were
pervasive species of fake tickets
Yes.
that happened at that concert. And
and will call.
we were like, there's a line of like hundreds of people in will call, like, and we all like, everyone's looking at we all have
Had the same
like,
exact seats.
same exact seats, same exact ticket.
A+ job.
Someone
OG scammer.
Someone really ran that well.
Yes. Good scam. Good scam.
But I refused to not get into this concert.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I was ready to roll over and die. I did roll over and die.
I was like, I'm going in. Like I don't know how this happened,
Carried
but I
me.
just like manifested it.
You did. You really did.
I was like, I don't know. I'm just getting into this concert. Like I'm not going home. I was not
We
leaving.
tried multiple gates.
People went away. People left. They like, just like accepted.
Took an L. Took an L.
They got. I was unwilling to accept that I got.
It was impressive.
And I just stayed. And
we tried multiple gates, and then finally,
you're talking over me.
Okay, sorry. Yes, you go. Because you were the winner that night.
I was.
Mhm.
I literally just wouldn't take no for an answer. And finally, some old guy who was scanning the tickets looked at the desperation in my face. The concert had already started and it was like many minutes in. We were listening to it from outside, like on the corner. And I had kept going up to the ticket people, like thinking that my tickets were going to work somehow, and we're going to different gates and different entry levels. And everyone just kept denying me. And then this guy just like took a look into my eyes, and he knew that this was happening to a lot of kids and they couldn't get into the concert. And he scanned it. It like, beeped wrong, like denied. And he just looked into my eyes and he was like, just go fucking in. And he let us in. Thank you to that man in the ether, wherever you are.
I think we saw him twice. And the second time, he's like, damn, you guys are really trying. I think we had gone to him twice.
I don't know. You're a good soul.
Was a good soul.
That was very nice of you.
Yes. And what seat did we even go to?
We didn't. We stood like in the whatever behind the.
Yes.
We
didn't go to
any seats.
Yes.
But that was a good one.
That
Jay-Z did his Mega Mix.
Jay-Z, the Jay-Z Mega Mix. Tip 3 for anyone that's uninitiated. Jay-Z Megamix, I mean, he's lost his fastball a little bit, but Jay-Z Megamix in the tail end of his prime was insane. I mean, Jay-Z's got his B-sides or whatever, his like song catalog that's not everyone's listened to 100 million times, a billion times on Spotify is better than like 99% of rappers' entire career.
Eminem's ridiculous.
Also, Eminem's ridiculous. That was good. That was good. I'm usually more, I want to say pro arena, as in like in a dome, than an outdoor venue for rap.
Anyway, it was just more about that guy. I want to shout him out.
I know.
I love you if you're out there.
I know.
Still.
That was good.
On this planet or in the universe. Thank you for giving me a chance.
I know.
Anyway, we could talk about more concert stories at a later date.
Yes.
I used to chauffeur my sister. If my sister ever comes on this show, we can talk rap. She's big into rap, and I used to, and has been since she's a young child. And once I got she's 4 years younger than me, and once I got my license at like 17, I was like the designated chauffeur to, she didn't want to go to rap concerts with my parents, so I took her to like every summer jam. We saw the Eminem show at Jones Beach.
Yeah.
Jay-Z came out for that, actually. Anyway, moving on to the rest of the things that we did this week.
That was last Tuesday. Yes. So.
What else? Oh, our son turned 3. That was fun. We hung out in the park. It was a beautiful day on Saturday.
Yeah.
He's upset. We live right by the New York City ferries, and he's obsessed with them. And so we finally got on one, and we just rode a round trip to Staten Island.
Yep.
Which was fun. Although people were very fiendish to get to the top deck. It was like elbowing.
It was pretty dog eat dog. Yeah. It was pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive. We were also aggressive because there was a lot of us. We had strength in numbers, including strollers. Yeah. We weren't going to be fucked with.
I think the other thing worth noting.
Great view of the Statue of Liberty. I get it. That's a nice ride to Staten Island.
It was a beautiful day.
Yes.
The other funny part of this day has to do with my rant about LEVAIN Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get LEVAIN Bakery cookies because I love them. And they're delicious, but I've known LEVAIN Bakery since I was in high school somehow. So the first location was on 74th Street on the Upper West Side.
Off of Amsterdam.
And I had friends from high school who lived uptown, and I would say we were sophomores in high school. So do the math on that, whatever that is, 99. I think they opened that location in 95 because I've now subsequently researched it. But basically we found ourselves hanging out like in the steps to the basement of this random bakery. It was not famous at the time.
Yes, it wasn't street level. It's like it's a recessed.
No, it was down. Yeah. Like, so it was basically like a not scaffolding, like a fire escape. But like we would sit on the like steel steps. They'd be closed, and we would like drink 40s on the steps, like a group of like 6 girls.
40s. You don't find those anymore.
Yeah, like 40s of OE or whatever.
Delicious.
And obviously, like a 40 would get you so drunk when you're a 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl.
Black bag.
And this would be at night. And then there were like the guys who had to bake the cookies overnight, and they got the biggest kick out of us. And they would let us into the bakery to like
drink more safely.
No, just like they gave us a cookie, whatever. We were just having fun. And this is the cringe part of it. We called ourselves the bakery crew.
Okay.
A
lot of stupid titles.
Only lasted for 1 year of like age 15.
You know,
but now LEVAIN Bakery is like
gigantic.
Oh my god!
And you put me on.
They're so good.
I grew up 12 blocks away from LEVAIN and never knew about it.
It's like every time I have one, I'm like, I can't believe like I drank 40s on the basement steps there 30 years ago.
I was about to OD on LEVAIN cookies last night. I had to stop myself. It's insane. Great job, LEVAIN. How many LEVAINs are in there in the world? How many LEVAIN storefronts?
I think a lot. I don't know. I haven't looked.
Good job by Mr. and Mrs. LEVAIN. Those are a thing. Delicious. So yep, did the cookies. I would say
yesterday you had another event.
I had another event. Oh yes. Celebration of life. Namely my dad. My dad was a pretty legendary man on the Upper West Side. Enjoyed a bar, especially during the daytime. On a weekend, he'd say he was going to the bank, and we all knew that was code for like I'm going to go to the bar for 2 hours and like watch whatever's on, whatever sports are on. My dad could watch any sports game, especially football or baseball. He'd watch whoever. He'd watch Ball State play Tulsa on Thursday night. And his buddy Louise, who was the mayor of New York. It was her celebration of life, a mayor of, the Upper West Side, at a bar called the Dead Poet, which used to be called the Snug. Super skinny bar, 82nd, 81st in Amsterdam, right by the public library. Great bar, tiny. But we celebrated her life yesterday. My sister and I went.
I really want you to just talk about like this like type of, it's so hard to, maybe Harry has the better words. This woman, Louise, is like just a character of New York, kind of like, you know, people have seen like the Fran Lebowitz like documentaries. I wouldn't liken her. Would you liken her to Fran Lebowitz?
No, but of the same ilk.
And like old school. She knew everyone. Like you needed to get something done on the Upper West Side or in the city. She just knew how to get it done.
So Louise, first and foremost, I should shout out her fucking drink of choice. She would drink Bud Light in a pint glass on ice. I should have had one yesterday. What a drink order. That's what Louise had. She works for the Parks Department. She actually grew up on the Upper East Side. So she was a real Knickerbocker. And she's just one of these people, which depresses me. I think these people are dying away that are like, OG, know the inner workings and the inner mechanics of New York City, which is an insane bureaucracy of, you know, it's just a maze of how to get things done. And she really knew like all the ins and outs. Like, I feel like if you had a tree that was cracking your sidewalk and the Department of Transportation wasn't going to get there until freaking 2035, she could get them there the next day. She was just one of these people, always help
neighborhood people, right? Like,
yes.
do those neighborhood people like
still exist? You know, I'm sure her apartment was
in Manhattan anyway. They do in the outer borough.
All right, if you're still rocking your rent controlled apartment from 1975, good on you. You're probably getting up there in years. But these people know how to work.
Sure, if they, I mean, they do in Rockaway, that's for sure. Like
no, but I'm talking. It's the Manhattan and Brooklyns of the world where it's like around you. Everything has gentrified it's not even the word anymore. There's so much money around you. The Upper West Side in the last 40 years went from crack infested shooting gallery to like Candyland. And you have these people that were just there, my parents included to an extent, that just rent controlled and like stood their ground, paid nothing in rent. I mean, comically low amount of rent. And just knew, like saw the city like build up around them and just knew like base level infrastructure stuff that I feel like your run of the mill kind of transient person or your run of the mill young family in these areas would just have no idea how to remedy.
It's just changed so much.
Yes.
Well, not just like that. I'm more just like the way people socialize, right? And I'm not even talking post pandemic because that's a whole other like topic of conversation. But everything is like so fucking structured, right? Like when I grew up, like there were kids on the block and you just went outside and you played on the block. You like kick the can or like manhunt or whatever. And you just played on the block.
Yep. Your mom certainly.
Well, obviously the other generation, but I'm just saying our generation to what's happening now, right? Like now that we're parents, like everything is structured.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's play dates and this and that. And even in like Rockaway, which is like super communal, kids aren't on the block. Kids aren't on the block anymore. Kids are on the beach. You could go to the beach and like see people and like
unplanned, impromptu. Totally.
So I'm not sure if people, I mean, I guess there are some people that just roll up to the bar.
Yes.
By themselves. Or
definitely
like,
some barflies for sure.
Unprompted to socialize. But like, that's something that's always been so ingrained with me, bar culture, because my mother's father owned a bar on Flatbush Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
In the 60s and 70s.
Coghlan's.
And it was just like, like I was always taught, like, you're in trouble, like run to a bar. Like as a kid, you're in trouble, like run into the bar and like ask the bartender for help.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
A real rallying point.
Just, there was like my grandfather never closed the bar. He didn't close the bar one day a year. It was open on Christmas. He worked on Christmas in case nobody, like there were people out there that had no one to spend Christmas with. They could come in and have a drink and have a talk with him at the bar, right? That type of, I just don't know where that exists anymore. I mean, it does in certain places. It does in Rockaway.
As we discussed, my mom would call the bar and be like, "Hey, is Harry still there?" And they'd be like, "Harry, Jackie, it's time to go home, I think. And my dad would report
calling
back.
the bar, like your mom calling the
Cell phone.
landline
Yeah.
at the bar.
From a landline to a landline.
I think you could probably also call payphones at bars at a certain point.
I'm sure. And they had cigarette machines, like all these things, pool tables, and a bag of chips and peanuts, and that was it.
It was just
dark.
like for some reason I was always taught that it was a safe place.
Yeah.
The bartender, like whatever, could help you.
Yes.
Because that's how that was instilled in me because that's what my mom grew up with.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just feel like that type of like friendship and community and I'm not talking about like people with like drinking problems. I'm talking about people looking to have a conversation and a social drink or two or whatever.
Yeah. Way fewer and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a generational shift.
Yes. And you don't need to take that leap of like, I wouldn't call it leap of faith. That's extreme, a little hyperbolic, but like you can find your community and your companionship on the phone, or just be like, I am going to this bar right now. Is anyone around? And like that kind of spontaneity, unfortunately, I feel like is dying with the generation.
Yeah.
I do. But Dead Poet, that bar space, it was called the Snug Briar, has been kicking for a long time.
Social anxiety and people like just having to like try and control the dynamic of every social interaction is so crazy.
Not wanting any kind of friction, no chaos.
Or just like trying to know exactly what they're gonna get.
Just have a couple drinks and some fried
the
food
whole time.
It's great.
Or just I don't know.
I know. Sad.
Yeah.
We eat at bars all the time. At the bar.
Yeah.
At a bar.
When
or
we
a
went
restaurant.
out a lot, like I love sitting at the bar to
in a
eat,
previous
talking to the
lifetime.
bartender. I mean, obviously in the rum business, spending so much time like sitting at the bar talking to other people and bartenders, and I don't know. I think the pandemic has only made everything weirder and worse, but
yeah, I know everything has like a tint, a dim to it still. Sucks.
Yeah.
But shout outs to Louise and all the
old school
New Yorkers that
like
know how to get shit done.
Yeah.
Like, hard Scrabble people. I mean, our parents' generation just went harder than a lot of us did. Really did.
It's a different constitution, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just obviously so much in the world has changed.
Yeah.
But now we have membership clubs, which is like my rant of the day. I'm fucking infuriated with this membership club shit.
Okay.
Today I've been thinking about it a lot, but
I know.
These social membership exclusive party clubs. I'm gonna read directly off my phone because this is like came through on the Tribeca Citizen.
Please do.
Newsletter or whatever today. That they were announcing that they're opening a private nightclub is opening on Leonard Street. I feel like I can't have better words than they use to describe themselves. It's called CX. Last Saturday was the soft opening, and what they said is their permanent home in Tribeca. They describe themselves as a network of wild thinkers, creative makers, and edge seekers. And it looks like you have to be a member of an invited guest to attend the events. Our events generate art/conversation that seeks to push boundaries. We connect deeply on our private social app and within pop-up social spaces across New York City and soon beyond. The party last Saturday, and there was another on Wednesday, started at 9:17 p.m. and ended at 4:17 a.m. An invitation that said, "Dress for photos." Continued. Your mission for Saturday night.
Photo booth or selfie booth?
Your mission for Saturday night. Find someone new and share the story of your most ambitious new beginning. The invite continued. For those who know our world, the magic happens when our amazing members and guests connect meaningfully. We curate these nights as an art and performance that wraps around you, the people you meet, and the conversations you have. Anyway, this location is a safe space, blah, 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 blah.
Naturally. Of course it is. It's the best time you'll ever have it in your life ever.
I just can't deal with this exclusivity, hyped up bullshit anymore. It's just so over the top. This was also, so I read this in the whatever newsletter, I guess, Tribeca Citizen newsletter, which I love. I read this. I've been thinking about this a lot because it just seems like the flavor du jour is another members only nightlife experience. Every day you have to be invited. Da, 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 da. I then receive an email later on, coincidentally, from a brand that had been solicited to collaborate with, Rockaway Soda. And it came from the founder. And the last conversation I had with this person, we had said, he had mentioned that they're going to have a launch-ish event here in New York in October, and that he was going to send me an invite. So I was happy to receive the email with the invite and a link to sign up for the event, like RSVP. So I fill out, my name and contact information. Also, everything now asks for your handle and the number of followers you have.
Wild.
Which is a whole other rant. I can tee that up to you. And I hit submit. Okay, I get my Bing, like ding, whatever, email alert, thinking, okay, there's my confirmation email, like about to add it to my Google Calendar, whatever. No, the email is, thanks for applying to come to our event.
You're in the pool.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're under consideration.
Like, you've solicited me to do business together, and you've invited me to an event, and I did not realize, like, I was just mindlessly pretty much filling in this information, and now the response is, we'll let you know if you get in. I don't want to go to your event now. Like, this is bad business. It's bad marketing, and like, I'm over it.
Everything has become so stratified now that it's just like, we're the cool kids and this is what we're doing. And this is everything's
how many membership clubs can this city sustain?
I wonder. And who wants to go to these fucking things?
And also, why do you have to apply to go to an event? Don't invite someone to an event, or don't invite someone to an event.
If you're legit, you know who's cool.
And like, you're asking,
or you know what you want. Yes.
And you say this with your silly sports or like run things, whatever, workout things. You're always getting asked for like your.
They asked me for my Instagram handle. I'm like, that's gonna be a disqualifying thing for me. But I'll
post it in 15
I will
years.
plug 10,000 brand athleisure wear if since you guys accepted me into your race. I'll plug you guys. I wear your gear. But yeah, no, they asked for my Instagram handle. They asked for times and speeds and races and distance. And then my Instagram handle, I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna make it now because I have 7 pictures again with 7 likes from 10 years ago. Somehow I got accepted. It's great. But no, stand on business. Fuck that. You're not part of the pool. If this guy wants to do business with you, you're cool enough. Come on. We've already gone through your accolades here. They know who you are.
Bad. I mean,
yeah,
it's just an added layer of bad.
Yeah.
The fact that like you've reached out to me to do business with me, and then like at the end of our last conversation, you said, "Oh, I'll send you the invite to the event when we have it." I click on the event, and now the automated email is like, "Thanks for your application to the event."
Incredible.
No. Also,
Incredible.
like, that's just even as a regular consumer, like. That's really what that's the mark. That's the like, that's how you do it these days.
The LVMH model.
I do it.
No,
the LVMH model is like, our bags are $10,000 or whatever they cost.
Can you afford it or not?
Yeah, you're either rich or you're not. Like,
are they $10,000 outside or like 100?
So, I mean, it just goes back to like walking, like the old days of like walking into a bar and having friends. Now you're like, pay to get into some like ridiculously marketed membership club that has silly.
Question for you, because I feel like
when people read that, they're like, oh, that sounds like something I gotta get. I gotta be in that, like, for edge-seeking, wild, creative, like, insert every buzzword possible from whatever, generic marketing agency there is.
ChatGPT probably wrote that.
Yeah.
Or Gemini probably.
Inauthentic, basic thing.
Yes.
And people are like, yes, like, I need to be there.
I think when you like Leonard Street, Tribeca, add some cachet, all that stuff, maybe they like have teased some photo and like someone's there. I have no idea, but not my bag at all.
I'm interested in it. I'm interested in it from like a social perspective.
Yes.
Obviously from a bifurcation or a trifurcation or whatever of like.
Please explain that to the layman.
I don't know, a bifurcation of society in terms of wealth and regular people.
Completely.
Like, I'm interested in from like how people socialize. I'm interested in from like a marketer myself. Like, this is how you get people to like you now.
I mean, yes.
It's so like gross to me. It's like it's like the biggest ick.
Yes. I'm wondering, you might know the answer, you might not. I feel like private equity and venture capital is seeped into every facet of society, as we know.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is just finding more stuff to get involved in these kind of clubs. I'm wondering if there
has to be some demand. Theoretically, there's some demand. There's some consumer demand driving this, right?
Yeah. Apparently, Don Jr. Donald Trump Jr. It's one of these clubs in DC. I think it's just like it's the rage. This is like this is the new liquor. Like liquor was that thing 3 years ago, or like an energy drink or sports drink was that thing 2 years ago. And I feel like this is another thing to like put your brand on. Every single fucking rich person or celebrity is like, it's not just like I'm a good actor or I can hit threes from half court. It's like I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
It's all encompassing.
So interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, this keeps coming up like unintentionally every conversation we seem to have on this podcast. But again, like, is it just like,
I know you just woke up one day and you're like, what has happened?
I don't know. It's just, again, I don't really like have these type of detailed conversations about random topics that often, but like,
no,
you know, is people just like hoping to see a celebrity there? Like, what are you hoping to happen when you see a celebrity? Like,
or
a selfie?
Or is it like
what's the goal?
Or is it all like magic hands and like, I've got an investment opportunity for you, and it's all just like this moving around your capital and like all this stuff, and
I think
like
you're talking about two different things.
Well, you don't think it's just a group of people that like no, I'm sure some are really got the goods and have a lot of money, but do you not think it's a place like where people are there to be seen and like say, I've got this new opportunity? Like, it's more of that, no?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so you're accepting. But we got to find out. We got to go undercover.
I don't know.
Now you're curious.
No, I'm curious about the psychology behind it.
Of course. I think it's the intimation of exclusivity. That's what I think
it's so hard to like cultivate that, right? Like you either are exclusive
you're the
or
box.
you're not.
You're like
right?
the box, and is that cool anymore? I don't know. But like the box 15 years ago, 10 years ago in the Lower East Side of Chinatown, right? You're either that or Studio 54 or you're...
The box didn't like have that copy on like, you know, whatever website. It
old school, like Studio 54. You got bounced to the door, you didn't.
Like word of mouth.
Yes.
Like someone was like, oh shit, there's some weird sex things going on at this place.
When our boy fucking worked there, he had tended to A-Rod and Madonna. Talk about that.
Yeah, no. Like that was the place, right?
That was the place.
But it wasn't because they like
no.
tried so hard. It's just like
they did it. It was word of mouth. This is the spot to be. I'm sure, you know, half these places in Bushwick, it was like that forever too.
It's House like a good dive bar too, right?
Right. If you know, you know. That's where the acronym comes from.
Our little like charade of, you know, Dash and Thea, if you're listening, when we were like thinking about reopening the Patriot, which was closed forever. COVID.
Chambers off Church.
On Chambers Street.
Notable dive.
One of the best dives to ever exist.
Also a massive bar.
If you ask me.
2 floors.
Yeah.
Gigantic floors.
Oh,
it was like a Murray Hill situation.
It needed a lot of work. That's one of the reasons. God. It never, you know, our little pet project.
Top 3 hangover of my life.
But
from there.
Anyway, when we were discussing doing that, you cannot like just say, I'm going to open a dive bar, right?
Yeah.
And everybody loves it. Like a lot of people in the restaurant industry anyway, love, especially that work and go out after work, love a dive bar. Yeah. But you can't like just say, hey, I'm going to take this raw space and make it a dive bar. A dive bar becomes a dive bar because
it's evolving organism.
Exactly.
Totally.
Same thing with the box or whatever, like super high-end exclusive shit. Like you can't just launch that. It just happens.
It's a vibe. It's got to be a vibe. Exactly. No, these things probably come out
underground and word of mouth or whatever. I mean, not dives just or whatever. Usually like
staples.
Whatever. Yeah, they're community fixtures, but just the
this place might be swing and a miss. Who knows?
It's not. This is just the example that was in my inbox today. It's like it's happening every day.
Yes. No, I think you were talking about the Kith paddle board, pickleball situation. Yeah, it's just more
zero bond. I mean, there's also again, how many like of these clubs are sustainable in New York?
Yes.
Or like, is it just like, to your point, whoever's funding them spray and pray and like one of them will work.
Also,
one of them will become authentic at some point.
I'm not even going to go into numbers, but I think increasingly, and this has always been the case, but even more so, like the wealthy are just propping up the whole house of cards that is the American economy, and that's what they're catering to.
This is not the American economy. This is like 10 things in Manhattan on an island.
Liquor is against the ropes because, you know, these kids don't drink anymore. I don't know. I'm grabbing at straws for answers here. If we get invited, though, we're going. If they're like, yo, here's your CX invitation, I'm going. Hopefully if they see this podcast, we're not.
No, we're talking.
We're gonna have two.
We're blacklisted.
We're gonna have two photos. These two people specifically hating them, and
I mean, they're getting the brunt of the rant today, but I'm just more like, again, curious as to
I know
what goes on.
I know.
And don't get me wrong, like high end, luxury, exclusive, celebrity haunts. It's New York City. This is the name of the game since day one. Don't get me wrong. I just think that they just became.
Yeah.
You didn't launch them.
Yeah.
With some ridiculous language.
No.
Again, the language with things
No.
these days.
No, everything's like super manicured and curated. It's inauthentic.
So manufactured.
Yeah. Well, hey, ChatGPT. I want to have the cool hot nightclub / art
Give me the
space.
language to help me
Yes.
get that.
Yeah. No, it's a brave new world.
Yeah.
That's sad to say. We saw the Mexican galleon frigate, old school Christopher Columbus ship sailing in the
diverted real quick.
Sorry, I mean
go.
we could be labor of the nightclubs.
Yeah.
We're gonna go if we get invited. Let's not pretend. So we'll see you there at CX. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the invite.
When are we going to a nightclub? Our one child is waking up every hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. I don't know.
What are we going to a nightclub?
Let's do what we did. You just got to.
Bringing her?
That'd be a fucking move. You want to see some art?
Yeah,
some heavy metal.
Art, yeah.
Here's some heavy metal. Listen to her scream. The Mexican ship that crashed.
Your baby. That's the cool thing to do.
Yo, that'd be such a move. It'd be like the most meta Tribeca thing ever. I should bring the Up a Baby stroller in.
What are you trying to?
Right.
What message are you trying?
Art
to
imitates
create?
life,
Yeah.
or does
art?
light imitate art? Here's my child.
There's this rare stay-at-home dad from Tribeca
Yes.
wearing his baby
In the
to a
wild.
nightclub.
In the wild. He really
In
lived.
fact, I think we're earning an invitation. We're talking
lives it.
ourselves into getting one.
So we're just bringing our daughter. Our son stays home. He's too beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can be watched by somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not really.
So the Mexican
he'll
ship.
sleep.
Let's talk about the Mexican ship that we saw. The Mexican ship that crashed in the Brooklyn Bridge. 2 people died because the mast fell because they crashed in the Brooklyn Bridge.
Horrible.
It's horrible. We saw that in the middle of the harbor right by the Statue of Liberty and looked glorious. Mexican flag waving. It had been rehabilitated, I guess, in a dock in Brooklyn. And I think that was part of why we're getting pushed around up top. People wanted to see that ship.
You didn't tee that up correctly.
Oh.
We saw it while we were on the ferry for my son's birthday.
Yeah.
which we were
Sorry.
talking about
Sorry, yeah,
20
45 minutes ago. Yes.
Because I started ranting about it.
Yes. No, but the Mexican ship looked good, rehabilitated. I guess people know how to build 1700 ships somewhere. There's some artisans. And apparently it's going to be a museum right by the Intrepid. So good on the Cuauhtémoc, I think it was called. It's named after Aztec or Mexica emperor, general type. Boring.
Not on brand for this podcast.
Yeah.
But cool for them.
Yeah. They made it out.
Yeah.
We partied too hard for our son's birthday. That was long. That was really aggressive. That was the most lit.
Honestly, I'm not mad about
The
it.
most lit 3-year-old birthday ever. The pictures from that night are pretty crazy. Son looks like he's like coming out of
I could celebrate my son's birthday like
a
he's
World War
the
I
reason
trench.
I am the reason he has a birthday.
Of course. Yes.
So it's like my birthday too.
It was a good party. Yes. It was a good party. We had a blast.
It's just like our immediate family.
Yeah.
But they can get down.
Hard. Struggling yesterday in the haze. Good job, son. He had a good time. We let that park up with chalk.
What
Good.
happened in the Giants game? I don't know. The Jets.
Giants lost, slow, agonizing death. I'm guessing Russell Wilson's going to be benched within a couple weeks. Jets and the coach Dayball's going to get fired within weeks. Jets came storming back. The Buccaneers had to hit a field goal in the last second to win.
I know, but they lost.
Of course.
Typical Jets.
So 0-3 Jets, 0-3 Giants, and
I'm 2-1 in my fantasy league, though.
yes, you are.
I'm still hanging on to fantasy football out of principle.
I feel like for a lot of people,
I'm the only woman in my league, and I think this is our 16th season.
Yeah, fantasy football, fantasy sports. I do fantasy baseball. That is a good. The draft is a good social, as a good social event. It kind of keeps the glue for like people you don't see as much. It keeps everyone somewhat, connected. I feel like it's a good.
It's so dumb, but sure.
Football, especially, and baseball's
Like, it's so dumb.
Yeah, one injury. That's it. One injury. You're done. Yeah. All of football is brutal for us in New York. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Bills fan. Yet again. Giants are terrible. You're going to fire a coach. Jets might be one and done with their coach. That's it. Oh.
Do you have a dictator for the day?
I want to, before I go in.
Notes, because we talked about things we did not plan to talk about
before
as usual here.
We should shout out our first hater.
Oh.
I meant to shout him out last week. Didn't. I don't remember your name on Instagram. I have a feeling, but he said something to the fact, this is pretty G-rated. So I applaud you for not going in on us, in a much more sadistic way, which is what people do online. He said basically, first of all, listen to our podcast because, dude, we're in a studio that we pay for. We don't own this gear. So I'm gonna sun you once real quick. Secondly, he said, "This is
why you're giving them the reaction they want."
Great,
by getting mad.
I mean, doesn't controversy sell? And secondly, he basically said this is why it's not all people, even if they can afford the gear, should do podcasts. So shout out to our hater. If we ever make it and we surpass Joe Rogan, I'm gonna name our studio after your Instagram handle.
Surpass Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Rogan's right for the taking with his 500 million listeners, and $1 billion contract.
I think we're really catering to that audience demographic.
This hater motivated me, but I appreciate your input. That's fine. And also thank you for keeping it PG. That's nice. You could have been a real sick fuck troll, but you weren't. Yeah, it was fine. You want to go dictator for a day? I've got it.
No, I think we can end on dictator for a day.
No, excuse me. I'm not going to be dictator for a day. I'm going to be the dictator for
promised
life.
A bit of New York. What is it called? Dictator.
New York dictator.
Oh, New York. But
so
you had
I'm dutifully elected by the people of New York, and I've basically co-opted the city council. It's all dress up. I run the show, and it's going to be harsh. So we talked about littering, and. You talked me off the ledge from putting people in labor camps.
Yeah.
But no, cleaning up highways and stuff, that's cool. So that's half a labor camp. Okay. But we need a corporate sponsor or two. And these are two of the biggest companies in the world. So you're going to fucking do it. And we'll do a city bike thing, right? You get to put your branding everywhere and everyone's going to see other people wearing the headphones. Okay.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. It's surprise. Why would I tell the opposition what about my plans, my machinations? People of New York, I don't want to hear your FaceTime phone call. I don't want to hear your speaker phone call. People can't hold phones to their ears anymore. They're incapable. This is how people talk. I don't want to hear what you're watching on Netflix. 9 out of 10 times I don't want to hear your music. We need to wear headphones in fucking public. I don't want to hear any of this stuff. And Apple, we're giving out AirPods. Do the OG AirPods. Get them back in. Those are better than the new ones anyway. No, we don't need the noise canceling because that's how you get killed on a train. Apple, we need your AirPods. For all my Android people that are out there, I actually have the Amazon Echo Buds. They're fine. They're not as good as the AirPods, but they're fine. We need a corporate sponsor, just like City Bike, but New Yorkers need to wear headphones if there's anything audible. We're already listening to enough honking, people whiling the F out on the street. We're listening to construction sounds. We're listening to trains. Wear headphones. It's just one more thing of civility collapsing in New York City. So, dictator for a day. Again, 4-tiered system. Do you want social media to get you? Do you want to pay a fine? Do you want to get arrested? Or what's the audio labor camp? We have to make them listen to death metal at crazy decibels in a cell.
That's torture.
It is torture. Dictator for a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Amazon or Samsung, Apple. We're paying half. You are footing the rest of the bill.
Very inconsiderate. I mean, there are the rare occasions where your phone speaker isn't working and you need to anytime my iPhone starts to die and I know I need a new iPhone.
Yes.
Which is every 5 years that happens.
The obsolescence kicks in. Sure.
I can't hear out of the speaker on my ear, so I have to put everything on.
But you always put your headphones in.
Yeah.
Yes,
if I'm in public.
People of New York, you're fashion obsessed anyway, and optics obsessed. Wear headphones. Everyone wears headphones. It looks cool. People freaking have headphones in the dude. I don't want to hear your TikTok. And this it used to be back in the day on trains, people would just like blare something out of a boombox, another quaint term. And now people just like rocking out TV in the middle of like the F train. I'm like, come on, guy or gal. I don't want to hear that shit. That's it. Dictator for a day.
Okay.
You don't want to be that person with freaking.
So what do we now have on the list? Pedestrian traffic, all vehicular.
E-bikes. Let me talk real quick about what happened on the e-bike. I'm strollering our son. Obviously, New Yorkers have foul mouths, myself included, and my wife included. And some e-biker blows through a red light, or the bike red light, and I'm like, I look in his face and I say, "I'll knock you off your fucking bike." And what does my son say, who's 3 years old? "I'll knock you off your fucking bike." Great dad.
Oh,
Dad of the day. Ooh, pretty rough. Yeah, don't use foul language in front of kids. They'll ape everything you say. But these e-bikes,
I mean, all the vehicular traffic and pedestrian traffic.
bananas.
That's my play.
And they're Google
I
thinks
did see a cool bike yesterday on the West Side Highway. A guy was biking, like he was doing a wheelie
without
the whole way, but he didn't have a front tire on his bike at all.
What's your core strength like?
So cool. Like,
yeah, A+ for you.
Like,
that guy was the man. I'm feeling you. And also the guy that was pulling like the Amazon hitch cart thing was also wheeling. All right, it was wheelie day out there. These e-bikes, no, done. And speaking of vehicular,
e-scooters now.
I guess Waymo or whatever those cars in LA that are self-driving.
LA shit coming here.
More LA shit coming here. Right. We can't alienate everyone. LA people, you're obviously welcome here.
I don't hate LA.
These self-driving cars are gonna hack it in New York City. Like they're gonna immediately get vandalized and like set on fire. Good luck, Waymo. Good luck. And they're horrifying to look at. Yeah, that's it for Dictator for a day. E-bikes dead. Litter bugs.
Your first.
Litter bugs on notice, and headphones, guys. That's it. Just get a pair of headphones. You can do it. Okay. I don't need to see you walking like this. And why do you need to FaceTime? People are obsessed with fucking FaceTime.
Yeah, people like FaceTime.
I don't. Don't you just look at yourself with like a Zoom call? It's like, oh, I just want to see how I look. Oh, there's something in between my teeth.
No, because you're the little guy.
Still, same thing with Zoom. I'd be like, it's so distracting.
Oh,
I'm out. I'm just
too vain.
I'm analog, I guess so, something. But I don't do FaceTime, so I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to not do it. Yeah, headphones.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your mumblecore rap, kids. That rap is trash. Listen to Cameron.
Okay. Cutting you
Biggie.
off. Oh, yeah. We can go back to the rap.
New York City used to run rap for a very, 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 very long time. It's out there, guys. It's all in the cloud.
I think we did enough ranting. I actually exhausted myself ranting today.
I know. I'm never exhausted of ranting. Where are we going to drink, Captain?
Going to drink.
Sorry.
As if we're like going out to party for the night. One cocktail.
Fries and cocktail.
We go to sleep.
Yes.
I don't know. Smith and Mills looked pretty tempting on our walk over here.
Okay.
Or North Bar.
Yeah. I like it.
We can make a game time decision when we get west on Canal.
Okay. Good night, New York City. Good night, Canal Street.
All right. We're working on an outro.
Yeah.
All right.
And a title for this podcast and an intro and like a lot in between. Bye. Ooh.